What up, everybody? Prezz in the his house with another looking forward to it or nah. So Mass Effect Andromida is what we're going to be talking about. Developed by BioWare using the Frostbite 3 engine, the dope engine made from DICE. Set to be released around the holidays this year, give or take. I'll say give, because of the recent leaving of the lead writer. Bitch, yeah, I'm just playing. I don't know where he went to. I don't even know where he went, but hopefully that doesn't really affect the project like that. Hopefully they were kind of done writing at least. So anything, I don't know how things like that work in that industry, and the lead writer leaving, how does that affect it? How big of a deal was he on the last project? Was he the reason the story was so dope, or was he just a insignificant piece of writer guy who kind of directed things? Is the lead writer just the director of writing? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Somebody fill me in. Maybe he's a big deal, but hopefully not. Hopefully it doesn't destroy the whole Mass Effect project. And if it does, we're just gonna be some disappointed people this year. I'm a Mass Effect fanboy, to be honest, so I have high hopes for the game. The last 3 entries ultimately satisfied me, even with the complaints of the ending controversy. Oh my god, the ending. That's everybody else. That wasn't me. I was kind of satisfied with the ending. Everybody was like, oh my god, even though they passed it just to fulfill some of the fans, like, hey man, we'll make it different for you. And I was okay with how they had it already, to be honest. TBH, I was still satisfied with the sheer fact that I created my character, first of all, went on an epic journey through space where I made moral choices and decisions that affected some things, but not all, of course. And I met some unique characters, friends and foes along the way. I've seen the Mass Effect in 7-day trailer, and basically it's just letting us know that there will be no Shepard. People. Of course, this is not new news to you guys. You probably, if you're a fan of the series, you've been researching and looking at everything just like me. This is pretty late. I'm okay with that, definitely, because I'm over the last trilogy. It ended, I love it when things end. I don't want things to just keep leading me on and teasing me. I kind of want to see something begin. Maybe there's a middle, and then I want it to end. I don't want to be drug along like Bleach, and it kind of sucks sometimes for me. It's like number 8, and it's still not close to the end type shit. So I'm glad they made the decision to end it, start fresh using the same universe, but new characters, new and interesting characters. I hope we get some new and interesting characters. I'm going to miss the old ones, but it's their time to die out. Really going to miss them, by the way. But they did such a good job with that trilogy. I don't see them not doing a good job with this one, even though that writer's gone, and I don't know what to expect from that Lost. But we will find out, and I'm hoping for the best, and you should too. So it was letting us know that there will be no Shepard, and I don't know who the protagonist is now. We'll definitely find that out too. I should have researched it, but I have researched and found out that the game's main focus is humanity. Does that mean less of the aliens? I don't know. Who knows? It kind of seems that way, right? Because they're just mentioning that it's going to be focused on humanity. Everybody's like, humans only. No, man, that probably just means they're going to be on Earth dealing with earthly things, or whatever other planet is inhabited with humans. So it's just going to be human problems. We're dealing with human problems and human situations, and of course we're probably going to see just as many aliens as we've seen in the last one, if not more. They're gonna have all the same aliens, and probably some new additions that we've never seen before in this one. Just believe that. Even from the trailer, you can kind of see that you kind of saw an Asari. It looked like, and kind of looked like you saw some other things too. But you can expect to see some aliens, guys. Don't be like, oh, it's gonna be humans only. I'm so mad we're gonna only be killing humans and talking to humans. No, it's not gonna be like that. It's definitely gonna be some diversity within races, which is awesome. Just it's not that shallow to where they're just gonna have humans. And hopefully they keep the Paragon Renegade system with more death, of course, and and or some shades of gray, you know, like change it a little, you know, like instead of just Paragon, just Renegade, that's a little too linear for me. Have it more like there are just more things, more meters, like stern leadership, pushover guy, or action mission first type of person, better safe than sorry, or you know, but some cooler terms, way cooler terms than that, of course, and more meters to fill up that affect more things and more situations, more dialogue trees, and that would be cool, man. Everyone's, you know, gameplay can just be different. It'd be so diverse, and you will have a lot more playthroughs you will want to go through. You will want to, like, I want to kind of be the, because right now all we really have is, you know, hardcore guy or pussy. That's it. We have two type of guys, you know. We want just more personalities that can trigger more type of conversation trees, not just the red and the blue. Give me a green, the yellow, pink, all that, you know. That would be awesome. Same thing with the character lineup. Just I want them to, you know, the characters to be more in depth too, more customization for the characters. And it would be cool if they had attitudes too, like your choices in the mission would affect how their attitudes are, and they have their own Paragon Renegade type of meters that fill up. And you know, theirs can be linear, theirs can be Paragon Renegade, you know, but have it to where whatever we do, they're like, oh, I hate this guy, and well, not I hate this guy, or you can still have it to where they dislike things that you do, but things that make them either harder or softer. Like, he's such a tough leader, and I'm getting tougher, you know, and they're becoming assholes like you. Because, you know, like your crew kind of, when you're the leader, you affect the way people think sometimes. A little bit, not too much, but you're influencing them in some way. And it should show that influence. Your leadership style should be influencing your crew to be a certain way, and in turn changing the story. Like, you know, one of the guys was pretty good guy, but now he's just like a fearless type of person, and it affects the story because he does some fearless things in the story instead of just, you know, what he was going to do normally. And then you also go the normal route, just do the normal things expected in the game. But who wants to do that boringness when there's all those options? And, you know, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up for that. They're not gonna go that nuts. It's just wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. I can do that, guys. I can do that. And it would be, you know, cool if they put a lot more emphasis on space travel and exploration. Don't get me wrong, I was okay with I want them to bring that back, the little mini game where they had the ship and you're driving places. But I want it to be like, you know, you got your fog of war kind of, and you can't, you know, open that up by exploring with your ship. You run into enemies and you have to battle. Instead of running away like pussies every time, we get to kind of battle the ships. Which brings me to the thing where we should have customization of the ship. We should be able to customize our ship with weapons and upgrades for the ship, armor, engines, and the interior, all of that. And that will, you know, overall affect the crew morality. And we should have recruiting system where we recruit certain people to do certain things on the ship, kind of like XCOM 2, except more in depth. Like, you know, we need the engine guy. We recruit an engine guy for the engine room, and he's critical. Everyone's just playing a critical role. And you know how like in 3 if they want the role play elements to be in there, or they just want it to be like a shooter or blah, blah. You can pick that, because, you know, some people don't want that stuff. But for hardcore people like me, I would like more strategic elements plus a lot of RPG elements in my story. But for the casuals, they can pick the mode where none of that's involved, and it does all that for them. But I want to be able to make those decisions for my ship, you know, and I want to drive it like in first person and shoot other ships down. I don't want to be running all the time away from these guys. I'm not scared of those guys, you know. I'll shoot them down. I'll shoot them down. Yeah, and you know, your crew affects the ship. The better your crew, the better your ship will be. And while not straying away from the classic Mass Effect style, of course, we don't want nobody to get pissed like, this isn't Mass Effect anymore, this is Command and Conquer now. No, man, I want to keep the same Mass Effect. Those are just added elements, you know, like the ship. you don't really do anything on the ship in the old Mass Effect. Just talk to guys, and I mean, you don't make that many ship decisions as a captain. You know you're a captain, but you know you don't have that much power. You want power over your vessel. I mean, even if you might not even get a ship in this one, who knows? One thing you are going to get, so that's definitely telling us we are getting the ship, right? The Mako is making its way back in, and that's I didn't give a shit about the Mako, to be honest, but you know, this time hopefully you can customize it, throw some dubs on that motherfucker or something. But once they implement that, you can customize your Mako. They're going to force you to use it like Batman, and you don't want to be having to get in the Mako every time you make a landing on a planet, because they're forcing you to do that, and you got all this Mako combat. No, forget that. Hey, you know, and there's little things that I miss. Like, is it me, or am I tripping, or were you able to holster your gun in Mass Effect 2? And you know, I just like little crap like that, like just being able to holster my gun or take your helmet off. Of course not, like if there's no oxygen, you don't want to die. But this, I want to be able to holster my weapon, like little cool things like that. I don't want to just be walking around at the ready, even though you should be, but especially when it's not dangerous around. I want the option to be able to do that little thing. That was just cool about Mass Effect 2. I don't know if you weren't able to, I don't know if that was a thing. I think it was. I feel like I remember that being a thing. You know, let me know if I'm wrong, whatever. But I like how in the launch trailer it shows the unnamed protagonist scrolling to a specific location. So maybe that's how the UI will be set up. That little UI thing they show in there, and that's in the actual game. That would be cool. It looks a little different, looks a little cooler. From the trailer, it also looks like you'll be able to jump or use jetpacks or something, which is, by the way, awesome as hell. Who doesn't want to freaking jetpack around or leap tall buildings in a single bound? That's just freaking dope. You can never, I would never deny a freaking jetpack. You know what I'm saying? A jetpack for me and the gang. That's gonna be cool. It was leaked that there would be 7 squad mates at least, you know, but you know, I guess you guys might be pissed considering the fact that in number 2 there was like 1,000 squad mates, and in number 1 there wasn't that many. I don't think. How many was in number 1? It wasn't as many as number 2. Definitely number 2 kind of went overboard, but I'm thinking 7 is okay. 7 or 8, you know, with some DLC, some free DLC, by the way, isn't bad. Hopefully we get more, but free, like I said. So in conclusion, guys, I'm definitely looking forward to Mass Effect. If you didn't already know, I'm just hoping it has some of these things I'm dreaming about. That would make it way more awesome. I would love BioWare for it, but you know, ultimately, I'm not gonna just like put all my eggs in the Mass Effect basket, because I don't want to be just super disappointed when it comes out. I'm just gonna stop thinking about that one, but I'm definitely looking forward to it, and you guys should be too. And you know, hopefully none of us are disappointed. If we are, we're gonna just boycott. I'm just playing. We're not gonna do that. I don't know, but we're gonna talk about this for a long time. Every video, the beginning of the video's intro is going to be Mass Effect bashing or BioWare bashing, EA, whoever the hell, you know. That's definitely going to be it. But guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, or leave a comment if you so choose. And remember, when in doubt, press X.